And speaking of outplacing your seed, Steezy, the 14th seed, also getting in, but has the potential to join Hayes in winner's side, which would be crazy. The 19th seed and 14th seed fighting in winners finals. That's like we were talking the other day at Warped about, oh wow, Cedars did a really good job here. This is the opposite of that. Whoever did the seeding is screaming right now.
I know, pulling out their hair, and I'm like, come on, dude, like, this is supposed to be, like, Mateo Sinister, I think? For what I said, but...
Yeah, I think you're correct there.
Yeah, I've seen something completely different here. And
well, hey, you love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're a Steezy fan of the chat, you're absolutely thrilled that this dude got top 8, and now any potential spot to even get top 3.
So I see what happened here. Carflow dodged.
That's true, yeah. I'm pretty sure the New York people would probably carpooled together and something probably happened. Who knows?
Yeah, Carflow was set to come out tonight, didn't make it out, and so Steezy benefited heavily from that, got into the top 8 qualifier from there, and then was able to beat Mr. Muggs, which Lucina Bowser Jr., not the greatest matchup, so I can see how that works, but that's not to downplay any of the work at all. I mean, hey, even percents getting the first stock against the second seed. Steezy's here for a reason.
For sure. I mean, taking that DQ win and honestly just proving himself right here. Like, he's here for a reason. But let's see, getting some really solid extra credit here. Only 20%, but still in a pretty solid position to just keep this advantage state going. Able to get out of the corner every single time, which is really interesting.
Yeah, using that up B to great effect too. Really good lead right now for Steezy. That dash attack, it's got good invincibility, but it does not kill too early. Not on PS2 at least. But Explosive Flame will if you let yourself fall into that.
Yeah, they call it explosive for a reason, and that's absolutely going to clean up the stock here. And right now, Mateo gonna want to get the percents back to even with the 70% string, but Steezy has just not really been letting him get a hit in at all.
Yeah, the great thing about Palutena is you have a lot of low percent combo potential. You can build up that early percent up to the 50, 60% range pretty easily. But if you're always trading with Lucina, Lucina is going to win every time. She doesn't have Mars Tipper, so she's always doing that consistent range of somewhere between like 8 to maybe up to 12% every single hit. And if you're trading stocks like that, then eventually you're going to be the one losing yours.
And these uppies too, I'm noticing he's realizing that Mateo's been doing a pretty poor job of spacing his arrows on shield, and that move is frame 3, using it almost like a Game & Watch anti-air, just realizing, like, not only is this unsafe enough for me to punish it, but also realizing you're not spacing this correct, and just going for it every single time. It's so interesting.
Yeah, Dolphin Slash is one of the best out-of-shield options in the game. It's not, I don't think it's quite as quick. I think it's a little slower, good forward smash there, than Game & Watch's Fire, but it has kill power behind it, which is something that pretty much no other move has. And if you take the little bit of extra time to jump out of your shield instead of just up being straight out of it, you get some frames of invulnerability. It becomes a proper Shuryu.
That's true, yeah. It does get frame 1 invincibility in the air, so that is going to be a factor he's going to be pulling on a lot. But let's see. Oh, that could have been an up smash, but still trying to go for the safe route with that up air. And right now, Mateo in a position to probably bring this back.
Yeah, hit by hit, it has slowly been going back to Mateo. You can see threatening some offstage stuff here. Steezy needs to get back to ledge. It's getting scary. If Steezy lands a good hit, this can be curtains before Mateo can rally all the way back. But that window of time is shortening by the minute. Mateo really rallying back.
Steezy now looking a little bit frustrated. He hasn't been able to get to play in center stage that often. Oh, that might clean it out!
Wow.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of sigh of relief right there. Able to make a really excellent comeback there.
Yeah, and you can see just a level of disappointment on Steezy's face with that, too.
Yeah,
just sitting with that for a moment before saying run it back. Not quite happy with that loss. Wanted to get something better and just trying to refocus. Because you can do it. You just proved to yourself that you can do it.
Yeah, honestly, just 1 or 2 interactions away from getting that win, I feel like.
Absolutely. It just needed to get that center stage control back. Mateo was just so good at suffocating those options, and so Steezy didn't really get the chance, but one or two more hits, and that easily could have gone the other way.
For sure, and oh my gosh. Yeah, upping right out of those nair strings with that frame on invincibility that we talked about earlier. Good up tilt, back air, solid little percent here. See if we can get this ledge shot. Again, that up B.
Oh, that's a bad flame to miss. Steezy only going to go for the grab, though. Not going to get more than that. Probably could have maybe gone for a side B or something. A little bit of extra percent there. Ooh. Trying to get that counter read, not quite going to get it. And the percents are still even here.
Yeah, no, honestly, like, you would think the comeback from game 1 would shake him up, and he's honestly just playing just as well as he did game 1.
Able to bully back to stage with that back air and bully back to center stage with another use of it. That move gets crazy. You see Palutena players use it all the time. Steezy now on the back foot, but looking for the kill. Not quite going to find it with that forward tilt.
Ooh, good grab, getting the forward throw. Chat, trying to force a kill right there with that forward air, but just not able to find it, unfortunately. I think, yeah. Oh, not going to kill, actually. Even with the rage. But that is...
It's a little bit risky there if you start showing your hand to use that up B all the time, and Mateo is now starting to call it out a little bit. Steezy probably going to want to mix up the options a little bit, try and go for some other choices, but you've still got the threat to kill here, and you're going to maybe find it? No! 176 on the Palu, and not going to die.
Oh no, not the nairs. There's a lot coming out right here. Yeah, not going to go... I think now he's being conditioned to just not go for those up beats. It worked for him before game 1, but just Mateo able to make the adaptations to just beat it out.
Yeah. 54% isn't too bad to start fighting back with, especially for Lucina. As I talked about before, you know, as long as you can get these traits, Palutena is a lot more reliant on multi-hits, especially than Lucina. So if you can get those trades hitting where you're getting maybe 1 to 3% off of a single multi-hit, compared to the damage you do with your sword, it works out better in your favor, but man, Mateo is running this ledge right now.
For sure. Like, this is something that I'm noticing that he does a little bit better than Marvel. He just suffocates people at the ledge. People literally never get back to center stage off of one missed interaction. It's honestly just really, really impressive.
Mateo is looking like a toll collector, and every single time you come up from ledge, he's like, oh, do you have your fee for that? Nope. All right, back off you go.
Like, honestly, like, just from that one up air that we saw earlier, he literally might just keep him at ledge for the rest of the game. But, like, even there, being able to set his stage for a little bit, he might be able to find the neutral win here to just bring him right back to ledge again.
Steezy keeps trying to fight back. It feels like it should be working at this point, and yet every single time it has proven it is not, and this game is slipping further and further away from Steezy. Looked so good in that game 1, just didn't quite close it out, and maybe the momentum just fell too far away. Still trying to fight back here, but it's an insanely uphill battle.
Looks like it. And with the way Mateo has been able to clean out stocks, I feel like it's definitely going to be rough on him. See?
Yeah, you can see trying to mix it up every time, but even if you get your feet down, you have to get past the next option. Mateo absolutely suffocating at ledge. I genuinely like that toll collector analogy more and more the more I think about it, because it really is just every time, can you pay the fee? If not, you're going to be taking some percent.
For sure, for sure. And honestly, it's a really well fought battle. I mean, even despite the like the seed difference from either player, able to put in a really good fight, but just unfortunately not going to be able to close it out. But still, I feel like he's going to make an impact in losers, I feel like. He is going to play... Let's see. Oh, he actually has to play Marvel! Oh my gosh! From one to another. That's going to be rough.
I salute you, soldier. That's not a fun thing to deal with.
Good luck. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, but now we get to see, in winner's side, Hayes versus Mateo. And we already saw, obviously, Marvel fall to Hayes. So I'm curious to see, you know, if the differences in play between Mateo and Marvel are going to prove crucial here in letting Mateo win this matchup where Marvel faltered even as the higher seed.
For sure. I mean, I feel like with the way Mateo plays, he plays a little bit more patient compared to Marvel. I
Mm.
am interested to see if that's going to work better against the way Hayes plays, because he's a little bit more defensive, and I do feel like it's going to work out in his favor.
Yeah, I could see Hayes struggling to get back to lead